And there you go, take profit. Of course, I knew that it would go to a take profit. I can show you the screenshot of the Discord member that caught it, but beautiful trade here. For today's video, we'll drop all the special effects, put some good music, and keep it simple. We'll do a very simple backtesting video covering a beautiful trade that many Discord members caught. It even allowed one member to pass his phase 1 of his challenge, and I'm very happy about that. Alright, so let's just start by setting our level. So you know that my favorite levels are yesterday's high, yesterday's low, and some other levels I will also add into the chart. We'll have the yesterday's high right there. Another important level, very useful, is the New York Midnight Open. I have many videos on that. I can just do an updated one if you want, just let me know in the comments. And the 8:30 Open, very important for the New York traders. Another level we've been using a lot into the Discord is the 2 days low, but there's a caveat here. It needs to be created into a very specific time. And if you want to know more about that, just join us in the Discord. And in here we have the Asian range. So I know people are sometimes using 7 p.m., 8 p.m, even ICT changes from time to time. But in this case, since they're not too far, 7 p.m. and 8 p.m, this is perfect. So this is our Asian range level. We're right before the 9:30 open, so let's wait for the volatility to pass. And just dropping a like and subscribing if you're not already would really help my channel, so I can just keep on providing value like that for free on YouTube. Alright, so let's just look at what happened during 9:30. A very good advice I received very early was to never trade around the 9:30. This is when you see a lot of volatility. You see those two big wicks. Those are people getting their stop losses swept. In this case, let's just see what happened. Yeah, it seems like, you know, this big fair value gap got filled and we just stopped at the order block right there. But this is not very important for me because I'm trading at a very specific level. And this is too subjective for me. I need very specific things like yesterday's high, yesterday's low, today's low, the Asian range. You see that those levels do not move from one day to another. You can see they're the same for everyone. So I think this is why they're very important. And this is what I've been trading for the past years now. Alright, so after that, we just continue right back down. I'm seeing here a breakout structure right there also. We have a fair value gap here and here, but this is not something I'm looking to trade. So we might see a retracement and then come back down. But I'm looking for a sweep of maybe the 2 days low, the Asian range low, or the yesterday's low. We'll see. No comeback to the fair value gap. So we just went and swept 2 days low. Let's see a reaction now. So I won't be going to specific details because I will just give you my strategy that we've been trading in the Discord. You can join us if you want that. But I'm looking for a very specific displacement. And no, this is not the 600 anymore. Like I've been gathering even more data with the other members also. And we find an even better number for this strategy. But you can find the same number if you just gather data. So you can just measure the displacement after we sweep a level and then put them in your journal. And I think it's good practice. I would prefer people to find their own data and find their own things instead of just paying someone to give them their data, like I've been doing in my own Discord. Because you will be able to get data specific to you, data that you think is important, and then you will learn much more from your own data. This is why I've been also pushing my own members to do their own backtesting. They have my own findings, but I think it's better for you to get your own data and then learn from it. But yeah, let's just measure just to see how much it is. So in the futures, because I've been trading NQ, so the futures chart, we have 226 in here. But if you've been trading Nasdaq or the indices, this will be 565. Let's see now, I'm seeing here the fair value gap. And this is the trade that everyone caught because all of the rules were met in here. We had the breakout structure, fair value gap, other things we've also been looking at. And then let's see if we can get a comeback. Let's just go with 15. And then a 1, 2, 3. which is awesome since it's right there at this high. And also remember when I was on the 5 minute that I told you that there's this fair value gap and this fair value gap that I could see fill up. Well, those are also perfect places to take some partials. But I don't personally take partials. I don't move my stop loss. I just let my trade run. Let's see if we can get a comeback. All right, so nice comeback. By the way, if you're interested to join Darwinex Zero, which I think every trader should join, I got you a code saving you $100 on the first month, but it's only for the first 100 users. I gave it in one of my other videos and many people already used it, but I think it's still valid now. You can try it to make sure. Alright, let's continue. So some people could take some partials at this point right there. We're running at 2 to 1. I usually like to take my 1 to 3 or even a 1 to 2.5. I always go with minimum of 1 to 2.5 depending on where the level is. But since we have a clear level right there and it's around the 1 to 3, I think that's perfect to take a profit there. Almost to take profit. This is where some people would start to doubt and then start to close manually. But even if you close here manually, that's not too bad. That's a 2.75. But those small things, those small errors that we do just because of psychology can cost us a lot at the end of the year or even at the end of the quarter. So just try to stay objective. And there you go, take profit. Beautiful trade here. So just to recap, I hope you're getting some value here. Just leave a like, I would really appreciate. And subscribe if you didn't already. We were looking to trade from an objective level. You see that everyone should have the same level. I'm not trading something subjective here. I had the today's low, which was the lowest point from the 12 a.m. to today. In the best case scenario, I would prefer to see a sweep of those two levels. You see, because this could have went for a loss in here, because after sweeping this level, we could have went back down, sweep the Asian range and then go back up. But we were lucky in this case. We just followed our plan and it worked out in this case. And I was also open to take a trade from yesterday's high or yesterday's low. And finally, for the take profit, you see that this level right here is today's high, right? It was the highest point from 12 a.m. to the time we took the trade. And what I've been also doing in my own journals and my own Excel sheet that I'm giving to the members is that I'm studying how much I would get if I was targeting this level instead. So in this case, I would have gotten 0.4% more out of this trade. And we can even see if we will reach yesterday's high. And you can see that those take profit levels are also very objective. Let's say you're always targeting the today's high or the today's low. You see the opposite side of your trade. How much more would you get out of the trade? Or what if I was always targeting yesterday's high or yesterday's low as a final take profit target? So you could maybe take 60% of your trade at the 1 to 3 or at the today's high and then let the rest run. And I think some of my members are actually doing that. Let's see if we can reach the yesterday's high. And no, finally we stopped here. So me personally, I always close my trade at 3 p.m. 50 or 4 p.m. just in case something happened. I don't like to hold my trades overnight. And anyway, with prop firms, they don't like that anyway. So I'm just following that. And you can see that we finally went for a 1.5. So we lost on 1.5%, but since it's not part of my trading plan, I don't really care about that. But it's something very important to study. I'm still studying those. I'm still inputting those. And if the stats show me that it's better to take profit at a 1 to 4, then I'll just change that. If after gathering some data, I'm seeing that it's better for me to take some partials at a 1 to 3 or at a 1 to 4, then I'll just do that. I'm just following the stats from my journals. Alright, so that's it for me. I hope that you learned a thing or two. And if you want me to do more of those backtesting, like I can do more of them. and just cover some trades that we took, even some losses. I don't really care about showing losses also. And if you want to check out a very interesting compilation I made about gamblers and traders, just click right here. Alright, thank you for watching and see you there.